There's nothing quite as simple and satisfying as throwing all your food onto a sheet pan, popping it in the oven, walking away, and then coming back to a completely assembled meal ready to enjoy. So today I'm gonna show you guys how to make two totally simple, delicious, healthy, plant-based sheet pan dinners that you can have on the table in 45 minutes or less. First up, I'm gonna show you guys how to do a Lemony greens and beans sheet pan dinner. Yes, it's green, it's full of beans, just like me, and it's got the most delicious, lemony, tangy, garlicky marinade that is chef's kiss. So, let's get right into it. This one is just so perfect for spring. It's just got all the springy, fresh vibes. It's just like so full of goodness, and just green just symbolizes new life and new beginnings and delicious food. And I'm just very passionate about this sheet pan dinner because it's really good. So we're gonna need a whole bunch of greens, and these can be really any green vegetable that you love. Personally, for this sheet pan dinner, I like using asparagus, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts, but French green beans are also fabulous. And then for the beans part of this dinner, we're using butter beans. I love me some butter beans. They are tender and creamy, and they have the most delicious nutty flavor, good mouthfeel, and they're just lovely. So that's gonna be our plant-based protein. But you could also use any other soft white bean that you like cannellini or Great Northern. Those are all perfect. So first up, we're gonna prep our veggies. Not a lot to do. If you're using asparagus, just chop off the ends of your asparagus. We're just gonna chop them into like 2-inch-ish pieces. Cut your broccoli florets into bite-sized pieces, and half your Brussels sprouts if they're kind of big and honky. And then we're just gonna take all of these fine-looking vegetables, toss them onto a big-ass sheet pan. But we are not done yet. Nay, nay. We're gonna make our lemony garlic marinade, which you can honestly use for so many things, not just this meal. You can use it as a salad dressing, you can use it as a marinade for other plant-based proteins. It is so flippin' tasty. So let's get into that. Okay, groovy. So to make our lemony garlic marinade, we're gonna need a little jar, some sort of little vessel in which to put it all in, okay? So we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of olive oil. We're also gonna take this here fine lemon. We're gonna zest the whole lemon. Now this one is kind of a very huge lemon, so I'm probably not gonna use the whole thing, but if you have something that's a little smaller, you want about a teaspoon-ish of lemon zest, okay? And then we're gonna add in the juice of this lemon. About 3 tablespoons is all we need. Gonna make it real zippy. Then we're gonna add Dijon mustard, because if there's not Dijon mustard in a salad dressing or marinade, is it even a salad dressing or marinade? I don't make the rules. And then for a little garlicky punch, we're just going to either finely mince 1 big clove of garlic, or if you have a microplane, just right into the jar. I do my own sound effects. We're gonna add 1 teaspoon of maple syrup just to slightly counteract the acidity of the lemon juice. Just a little hint, a little kiss of sweetness. Add in some salt and pepper. And then this next one's kind of fun. It's optional, but I highly recommend. If you have any green onions, I am just regrowing mine in a jar on my windowsill, and they are doing fabulous, might I say. We're just gonna chop up about 2 green onions worth of, of this green stuff. It really adds a nice, fresh oniony punch to the dressing. It's nice. And now all that's left to do is put a lid on her, make sure she's sealed. We all know I've made that mistake before. Take a deep breath, give her a real nice aggressive shake. Let out all of your anxiety and rage. Feels good, Feels really good. Now she is ready. We're just going to pour over the majority of the dressing here, right over top of everything in our sheet pan. Leave a little bit extra if you want to add a little on top of your bowls when you're serving them. And then you can either get in there with your hands and get all loosey-goosey, or you can just be a civilized person and use a spatula or something to give it all a quick little toss. I won't judge you either way. We all need to be a little bit uncivilized every now and then, don't we? Oh my God, that is just so beautiful. Simply stunning. Yes, girl, work it. She's gonna go live her best life now in my oven. We'll be back momentarily for the finished result. And ta-da! She is done. She is beautiful. My gosh, you guys, if you could smell this sheet pan dinner right now. My house smells incredible, lemony, garlicky. It's so bright and fresh and tangy. Oh my gosh, so many greens, so many beans, so little time. Literally, so little time it takes to make it. I cracked myself up. Okay, let's give her a go. Oh my God, yes. Major yes factor. This is something literally the whole family will love. You will need to make a double batch of this because people are gonna go back for seconds, I promise. I am definitely going back for seconds. Cancel your dinner plans and make this. And now, for my next act, we are doing sheet pan barbecue vegetables. Yes. Oh, these are gonna be so good, you guys. We have a lot of really simple, whole food, healthy plant-based ingredients. We got canned chickpeas, corn, potatoes, carrots, tofu, chickpeas, and a whole bunch of spices, and a little bit of some saucy barbecue sauce. I guess that wasn't the best descriptive word for barbecue sauce, but we're rolling with it. I love sheet pan barbecue anything. You can switch your proteins around with this sheet pan meal as well. If you wanna do soy curls instead or tempeh, you do it, just go for it. You could always add some extra veggies as well. I'm kind of giving you the bare bones ingredients here, but you can kind of, add a little extra to make it a more filling meal, or if you just want to feed more people. So let's get right into the veggie prep. Yes. Okay, so first step is we're gonna take 2 very large carrots, AKA nature's drumsticks, and we're gonna grab a box grater and we're just gonna shred up these carrots on the largest whole side of your box grater. And then once they're shredded, add them into a nice large bowl. Set them aside for a moment. And then we're gonna wanna half our potatoes. I've just got 1.5 pounds of mini potatoes here of various assorted colors. Just slice them in half. And once your potatoes are all halved, we're just gonna pop them on a sheet pan. Set this aside for just a moment. What we're gonna do now is actually kind of like a recipe within a recipe, but it's really fast, it's really easy, and it's really delicious. And you'll be able to use it in multiple things beyond this recipe. We're gonna make a super easy barbecue spice blend. It's so simple. I'm gonna show you just how easy. Okay, so grab yourself a little mixing bowl or even a mason jar with a lid, and we're just going to combine a whole bunch of spices. So I've got a 1/4 cup of smoked paprika, plus a 1/4 cup of coconut sugar. Now you could also use brown sugar if you have that instead. And then we have a whole bunch of other spices. We've got black pepper and salt, we have cayenne pepper, which is optional because it is very spicy. We have chili powder, onion powder, and garlic powder. All very simple spices that you probably already have. Now simply just put a lid on her, give her a real aggressive shake. Get out all of your rage and angst, if you have any. Good for you if you don't. Ta-da! It's a beaut. Obligatory sniff test. Right up into the sinuses. But damn, that sure smells good. Okay, now for the fun part, we can start assembling our sheet pan. So on that pan that we just put our potatoes on, we're gonna also dump in our can of chickpeas, which have been drained, rinsed, and dried, because we don't want any moist chickpeas. We want them to be crispy. We're also gonna take our block of extra firm tofu, cube it up into little 1-inch-ish pieces, throw it in the pan. And then we're just going to drizzle about a tablespoon of olive oil over top of everything, and then add about 2 tablespoons of our barbecue seasoning that we just made. Using your hands, we can just give everything a good toss, or if you don't want to do that, grab yourself a spatula, give it all a good mixy until everything's well combined, well seasoned. Very nice. Okay, we're gonna swap out our sheet pans, and we're going to take those shredded carrots from a few moments ago, put them on the sheet pan. And we're also gonna take our 1 cup of frozen corn, this could also be fresh corn if you like, add it to the sheet pan. Give a little drizzle of olive oil, and we're gonna add 1/3 cup of barbecue sauce. This could be any barbecue sauce, whatever is your favorite, just go for it. And then using your hands, if you wanna get messy, or be clean with a spatula, give it all a good mix to combine, spread it into a nice thin layer, And then once we're done, we're just gonna pop these bad girls in the oven, let them get nice and roasty toasty for about 35-ish minutes, just until the potatoes are golden brown, the chickpeas are crispy, and the carrots are also nice and golden brown. Okay, et voila! Just like that, you have a totally delicious and super easy, very flavorful sheet pan barbecue dinner at your fingertips. Like literally no effort at all. Only takes 15 minutes tops to get everything in the oven. And all you gotta do is assemble and eat. I personally enjoy this bowl with a little bit of rice, top it with some avocado, some fresh cilantro, a little squeeze of lime juice. You can even eat it in lettuce wraps, which I think is really cool if you are looking for a more low carb option. Go for it, do it in a lettuce wrap. Heck, eat it on a bed of greens. Yep. Ooh, yes, that is really freaking good. This bowl has got it going on. You guys definitely should try making this if you need a quick, easy dinner that everybody you know will love. If you guys love high protein, healthy vegan eats that are also gluten-free, make sure you're subscribed below because that's what I'm all about. I love you. I'll see you in another video real soon. Bye-bye.